talk when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes on the road.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Right there. Rip right. Check out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
70, Indy. Push it back. Push line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready? 18, Gator. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Come on, QB, come on. Ready?
On 1st down, Locke. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. It's caught here by Adams. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll drop the throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Finds his target. It's Gates. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing now is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Gates, the intended receiver there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Roll out. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Kevin King with a pick.
Out like this, he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Right up.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
64, weak.
Back to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Block now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Bang, 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 bang. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's
and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
whip. Watch the whip. No.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
56. Ready?
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go again.
Locke's going to sneak it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Lock to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw. Lock. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
You got time. You got time.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Niners, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.